Hello, everyone, and blessed afternoon. Welcome to Brewing Live, all new season, episode 363 for mental preparedness in the new landscape of living amidst the challenges of our present time. Brewing Live is a community service of DCAP Copper Republic, the home of certified life coaches, and we are now brewing Wellness Connection, and we are doing Radical Healing Series for this month of June. And today's live streaming is dubbed as Communication is Key. The live streaming is in partnership with Life Coach Philippines. Our heart here as a game changer is to brew mental fitness in your space and help nurture holistic mental health for you and for the people that matter most to you. So shout out to our coaching community and to my fellow kindred coaches serving in this corner of the digital space and advancing life coaching ethically and authentically. Giving is a lifestyle that never goes out of style. As you see the value that we provide as an organization, we truly appreciate receiving your stars or love gift through fund transfer. Just check the caption of this video for bank information or GCash account. For DCAP Copper Republic experience, visit DCAP Copper Republic inside Pioneer Center Compound, Pioneer Road, Corner Brixton, United States, Capitolio, Pasig City. We are open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And we are more than a traditional cafe that serves your favorite and classic comfort food like sausage platter, waffles, cakes, milkshakes, and coffee-based drinks. We help individuals to make a therapeutic lifestyle change with our line of plant-based meal, natural fruit juices, keto products, sugar replacement, and insulin organic wine and tea. Sidika Copper Republic is also the exclusive distributor of David Faith's insulin wine and tea area of Mandaluyong and Parañaque. So our hashtag Save One campaign against diabetes is ongoing, and we invite you to join us as the resellers and brand ambassador to help raise awareness of the sugar regulator products to help fight the debilitating symptoms and effect of diabetes. So please check our Facebook page for the menu of the sumptuous meal and refreshing drinks, or connect with Coach Rezzhel to 0917-586-1661 to partner with Decaf Copper Republic in advancing health and wellness in your space. If you just join us in, welcome and thank you for being here. You may circulate the link of this video to invite your friends to watch with you, and you may also tag them in the comment below and give them some shout out, thumbs up, encouragement, motivation, and best just acknowledge and express gratitude. As for me, let me give my shout out to my fellow mental model collectors inside the Be Learning Society by Master Coach A. We have just celebrated our 1 year anniversary, and if you are not yet a smart holder of the Be Learning e-card and you are still missing all the perks that we enjoy, today is the best time to take action. Connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661 to join the Be Learning Society, the 10th maker of the Be Learning Homes for Mental Fitness. So enjoy the food and beverage discount from Decaf Copper Republic and get full access to Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach A, happening every fourth Saturday of the month, plus benefit from 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. So last Sunday, we've just had our mental model masterclass, and we talk about the knowledge mining mental model, and it really helped us to really start mining the knowledge that we have right now, and to really unlock the productivity mind for knowledge, like to really have the ano ba yung mga research hacks that we can really benefit both from lifelong learners and students. And to the end, I want to give Coach Ting, thank you for joining me this afternoon. And for more information about the Be Learning, you can also connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661. And we are now diving into today's conversation. Communication is key. So please do tag your friends, forward this video link, and invite others to join our conversation on radical healing. So if this is first time na nakita mo ako sa Brewing Live, or this is the first time na nakita mo ako dito even sa page ng DCAP, I am Life Coach Tricia from Life Coach Philippines. I am a certified co-actively co-create life coach and mental health coach by Master Coaching. I'm also a scholar from Coach A Tribe Speaker, where I learned to express my own message through public speaking to really start communicating myself more than just a word, but a story. A story of how I journey in choosing to stay alive every day and to fight for my dreams. A story of how life coaching changed on how I see myself, how I love myself, and how I will choose to keep going even if it's really hard. So, uh, that's really a powerful class that really helps me right now, and to really understand that communicating myself, or communication really helps me a lot to really start my healing journey, not only for myself but also the relationship that I have around me. And I'm also a master builder apprentice of Master Coach. We build tribe to help your unstoppable dream come true. I'm also one of the mental model collector inside the Be Learning Society. Like I mentioned earlier, where every month we've got a mental model masterclass. And it really helped us learning about mental model. It really helped us to really start understanding ourselves by understanding how our brain works. And it also help us to really learn new ways, or to really learn new mental models that we can use so that we can really move closer to the things that we really want to do. I'm also the founder and creator of Express to Dream Big Again coaching community, and my mission is to create a safe space for you and for the people that you love. Express as you journey on the freedom to choose to stay alive and to dream big again. So if you are watching naman this on a replay, please comment hashtag replay, and do send us message if you wish to connect with any points that resonates with you. So hello, Master Coach Jasmine. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. You may also find the YouTube link where you can watch the replay of all the episode of Brewing Live. So imagine that we've got 363 for today's day. We've got 363 episodes sa Brewing Live. So um, if you needed some topic na makakatulong sa journey mo right now, you can search it in the YouTube link na nasa caption nito, and you can really watch it and just to really learn from it. And yun. And please do follow and subscribe to the channel so you will be notified when new learning video becomes available. And for this afternoon, let's talk about communication is key. So when we talk about communication, ano yung unang pumapasok sa mind nyo? Ano ba ang communication para sa inyo? So, according dun sa nabasa ko is communication is key whether in life, work, relationship, or any other aspect of life. Like, when we talk about, it's not only for the relationship that we have, it's also sa work na ginagawa natin, but it's also about sa life on how we really want to really communicate ourselves. So let's talk about what is communication? Ano nga ba ang communication? So according to Google, communication is the exchange of thoughts, ideas, and information between people or groups of people. So nowadays, ang communication, we can also communicate ourselves, communication can occur through variety of mediums, like verbally, like pwede natin siya like ganito, like I'm communicating myself verbally, or you can also use phone or video calls to really communicate yourself, but you can also use the non-verbally way on communicating yourself, like through facial expression, in writing, like through newsletter, blogs, and even through behavior. But fundamentally, every communication involves a sender, a message, and a receiver. So kahit anumang medium na ginagamit mo, communication occurs when we have a sender, a message, and a receiver. And according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, uh, they define communication as a process by which information is exchanged between individuals through a common system or symbol, signs, or behavior. So, um, more likely, like when we talk about a common system, nagko-communicate ba kayo pareho verbally, like through a phone call, through a video call, or like oral, face-to-face kayo nagko-communicate verbally. And when we talk about symbols, we can use emoji. We can also communicate ourselves through emoji and through signs like facial expression, hand sign. So those are the different things that you can use to really communicate yourself. And now that we are able to define communication, let's also um, dive deeper. What makes communication so important? Ano ba yung meron sa communication kung bakit importante siya on our daily life, on how we can really move forward in our life. So when we talk about communication, it's also the act of transferring information from one person to another. So communication is considered effective if the receiver understands your message as you intend. So uh, when you are communicating, it doesn't mean na kailangan mo lang sabihin ko ano yung nasa thought mo, or like you also need to consider on how do you want, paano mo gustong maintindihan ng taong kausap mo. Kasi when we don't communicate ourselves clearly, we tend to have a miscommunication with the receiver of the information. So communication has existed ever since humans appeared on this planet and continues to be essentially for humans to create and share ideas, information, feeling, facts, views, and emotion. So, para sa'yo ba, bakit ba importante, or what makes communication important for you right now? Ano ba yung meron sa communication that really helps you right now to really understand the things that around you, or paano ba siya nakakatulong sa'yo para mas maintindihan ka ng ibang tao? So, those are the questions that you can reflect on to really understand ano ba yung communication para sa'yo, and how does communication help you right now to really understand yourself, at the same time give an opportunity or a chance to other people na maintindihan ka din. So, honest and open communication is essential to healing relationships. So, when we have to really, hindi lang minsan kasi 'di ba, kino-communicate natin yung sarili natin, and pag minsan hindi siya totoo pero iniisip natin, hindi naman nila alam kasi ako 'to. Pero mas nasasaktan din tayo na why does it feel na mas natatanggap nila yung hindi totoo sa atin, na yung kino-communicate natin. But on the first place, did you really communicate yourself, or you just really uh, pinarinig mo lang sa kanila kung ano yung gusto nilang marinig? So, what's really important in communicating is really have to really become honest and open in communicating to other people. And miscommunication often happens among family members, students and teachers, and patients and healthcare providers. So, when we have a miscommunication with another human being or another receiver, it really causes us too much stress, and it doesn't really help us to really heal from the things that we are running away from. So, it's really important to remind ourselves na it's okay to really to become honest in communicating ourselves. Maybe kasi may mga taong makakaintindi sa atin, at the same time may mga taong hindi makakaintindi. So, what we can do is to really reflect on ano ba yung way on communicating para mas maintindihan ka ng taong gusto mong kausap. And if yung tanong mo, what if I struggle in communicating myself? So, one of my first episode in Brewing Live, I shared about the 7 surprising reason why you cannot express or communicate yourself. So, if natatandaan ko siya, the first reason that I was able to share about is the permission trap. So, ito yung you tend to wait for someone's permission before you can express yourself. So, or permission before you can really communicate yourself. Why I'm sharing this is being able to really understand ano ba yung mga reason kung bakit hindi ka na-communicate yourself. Help you also understand ano ba yung mga nagiging epekto sa'yo? Ano ba yung mga nagiging impact sa'yo kapag hindi ka nakakapag-communicate ng sarili mo? And it really shows how important then communicating help you to really not just to survive in this life, but to really fight, to really start to fight the life that you really want to. And sometimes by having this kind of reason na kung bakit hindi ka makapag-communicate ang sarili mo, you tend to forget that you have the power to give yourself the permission to express or to communicate yourself. So what will happen in your life when you let yourself take control of it? So how do you see ba, like having this kind of reason, ano ba yung pwede mong gawin to really make it happen na ma-communicate mo yung sarili mo? And yeah, so that is one of the reason na na-share ko during my first episode here in Brewing Live. So you may also have the second reason. The second reason that why you cannot communicate yourself is you are stuck from your past. So you are afraid that it might happen again. So you just choose to not to communicate yourself. Kasi sa mind mo baka mangyari siya kapag sinabi mo to or nag-communicate ka ng sarili mo. So this might be the second reason kung bakit you struggle in communicating yourself. But ano ba talaga yung mga bagay na afraid ka na mangyari ulit? Or paano ba gusto mong i-handle yung situation right now? These are the questions that you can reflect on the reason why you cannot communicate yourself. Okay, so one of the things that you can also do to really help yourself in communicating yourself and to really overcoming this reason that you are stuck from your past is forgiveness. Like forgiveness isn't just about the other person that is involved in the problem, but it's also about yourself. So maybe you need to really forgive yourself to really start communicating in the present situation. And the reason number three, why you cannot communicate yourself is maybe you are controlling your emotion. So you are sanay ka nang gumamit ng mask in front of everyone, but who do you really wear that mask for? Kanino mo ba talaga siya sinusuot? And sometimes you tend to control your emotion because you don't want to become someone disappointment. But who exactly you don't want to disappoint? Sino ba talaga yung ayaw mong ma-disappoint? Sila ba or yung sarili mo? And sometimes you believe that you are not entitled to express yourself or to communicate yourself. But what will happen if you believe that you deserve to really start communicating yourself in your space? So those are the some reflections on how you can really overcome this reason. So yung other reasons that I am able to really share is that you've got the fear of rejection. The reason number five is you are being martyr of the things that you feel. Reason number six is you are doubting yourself, and lastly, the passive aggressive behavior. So you can watch the replay of this episode, um, the YouTube link of the Brewing Live. So, makikita mo siya doon and you can truly understand, run it down, ano ba dito yung mga reason na meron ako ngayon and what I can do so that I can overcome this reason. So that it can help you to really understand ano ba yung mga hindi naman nag-hold back but that really not helping you in your space right now. And to try to reflect on those questions. And surely you can catch the reflection questions that you can help you to overcome this reasons on why you cannot communicate yourself. And if your question naman right now, okay, I'm able to really overcome this. Hello, Coach Marife, thank you for joining me this afternoon, and Coach Lacey. So I will just share the seven surprising reason why you cannot express or communicate yourself. So that was my first episode po sa Brewing Live. You can watch that in the YouTube link. So ayun, so to really help you understand paano ano ba yung impact kapag hindi ako nagko-communicate ng sarili ko, and at the same time to really find out the reason kung bakit ka hindi makapag-communicate ng sarili mo. So uncovering all of those things can really help you understand really ano ba yung communication para sa'yo. And if right now ang tanong mo naman, Coach, what if I struggle in communicating myself through words? Like paano kapag nahirapan ako mag-communicate ng sarili ko through words? So let me share with you the 5 types of communication. So ang pagko-communicate po natin sa sarili natin is hindi lang through words, hindi lang siya tungkol sa mga salita na ginagamit natin, but also we've got different types on how we can really communicate ourselves. And let me share with you the 5 types of communication. So first is we've got verbal communication, like this, the word, using words and everything. And when we talk about verbal communication, it occurs when we engage speaking with others. It can be face to face, over telephone, pwedeng by Skype or by Zoom. So, and some verbal engagement are informal, like through chatting with a friend over a coffee or in an office kitchen. So these are this is what we do usually when we talk about communication. Like ito yung una nating iniisip kapag sinasabi natin ano ba yung mga type ng communication. So number one, laging pumapasok natin sa mind natin is verbal communication. And this is one of my favorite way and on how favorite type on how I can communicate myself is the nonverbal communication. So when we talk about nonverbal communication, what we do while we speak often says more than the words, the actual words. So nonverbal communication includes facial expression, posture, eye contact, hand movements, and touch. So this is one of my favorite type of communication because I'm really able to really slowly understand that the facial expression that we have, like we've got different interpretation of it, like the emotion na nararamdaman natin, may iba-iba tayong way on how we can really express or really communicate through facial expression. Ano ba yung mga nararamdaman natin? So, it's really important to really to know the person better before you can judge kung ano ba yung emotion na nararamdaman niya through dun sa facial expression niya. And one of my favorite exercise that time is during my workshop where we do uh, where we take a photo of each emotion and we really share to other people ano ba yung way namin para ma-express namin emotion to. So I just really enjoy doing the nonverbal communication because it helped me first to understand myself, second is to understand other people on how they can express different emotion to facial expression, and lastly, it is fun to do. Like to really it's really fun to do, not to judge other people. Kung ano lang yung base perspective mo sa emotion or sa facial expression nila. It's fun to do to really ask to know more, get to really know the person better para mas maintindihan mo din yung facial expression niya. And that's what's exciting in my journey right now, to really just have fun and to really ask kung ano ba talaga yung nararamdaman nila sa facial expression na yun, and not just to really overthink about it. So that's one of my favorite type of communication. And the third type of communication is written communication. So whether it is an email, a memo, a report, a Facebook post, a tweet, a contract, all forms of written communication have the same goal: to disseminate information in a clear and concise manner. So this is the third type of on how you can really communicate yourself. So communication is not just about verbally the word that we use. So it's also about the nonverbal communication and the written communication. And fourth is we've got listening. So the act of listening does not often make its way onto the list of types of communication. But what I've learned in my journey is it is also one of the type of communication because we've got this active listening na natutunan ko as a life coach right now, like continuous ko siya natutunan. And when we talk about active listening, it is one of the most important types of communication, because if we cannot listen to the person sitting across from us, we cannot effectively engage with them. So nilagay ko siya kasi it's really part of my it's really part of the types of communication that I am having right now and that I'm using right now. And I believe the viewers or the listeners right now can truly use this, na kahit sabihin mo, coach, hindi talaga ako pala sa data, but what you can really do is to really have an active listening, to really listen to listen dun sa taong kausap mo. And the last type of communication that I can share with you today is a visual communication. So we are a visual society. Think about it. Television are running 24/7. Facebook is visual with videos, images, etc. And Instagram is an image-only platform. And advertisers use imagery to sell products and ideas. So one of the things that we can really how we can really communicate ourselves is through visual communication. I've got this routine. What I do in is I love to really go to Pinterest and search to different images that really helps me to communicate to the people that I can post, that communicate to other people, that to really communicate with them kung ano ba yung thoughts ko and yung emotions ko nararamdaman. So those are the five communications, those are the five types of communication that you can use. And like if hindi naman siya applicable na kailangan mo perfect mo tong 5, but you can choose kung ano yung pwedeng mas comfortable kang gamitin to really communicate to other people. So we've got verbal communication, non-verbal communication, written communication, listening, and visual communication. So those are the things that you can use on how you can really communicate yourself. So hello, Coach Dean, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Ayan, so next time that you have an important conversation, use a simple communication technique. So let's talk about now the communication techniques that we can use. So kanina we've talked about what are the reasons behind why we cannot communicate ourselves. And I've shared with you the 5 types of communication. And now let's talk about communication techniques. So the first communication technique that that I can share with you today is that, like, repeating back to the person what you heard. Like to really repeat them. Ano ba yung naintindihan o ano yung narinig mo dun sa sharing niya. To really see if you understood correctly. Like you can say, pwede mong sabihin sa kanila na, let me see if I understand what you are saying. Then, ulitin mo kung ano yung narinig mo dun sa sinabi niya to really help you prevent misunderstanding. Because sometimes, I mean, dati ginagawa ko 'to na kahit hindi ko naiintindihan yung sinasabi niya, tumatango lang ako ng yes para wala sa aking ihintay na response, like to really maggunting lang siya kung ano yung gusto niyang sabihin. But right now, I really appreciate also receiving from someone na tinatanong sa akin, tama ba yung pagkakarinig ko din, ulitin niya yung pagkakasabi niya. And sometimes it really feels better na nakikinig siya. Kasi somehow mararamdaman mo na yung person na kausap mo is nandun talaga. And that's why kaya I appreciate din, kaya ginagawa ko din siya right now sa mga taong kausap ko to really understand. Kasi sometimes, nagsuzoom out talaga ako sa conversation. So what I can do to really is to really ulitin, tama ba yung pagkakaintindi ko, eto ba yung sinabi mo, to really prevent misunderstanding. Kasi kapag nag-cause siya doon pa lang, like sa pinaka-first conversation, hindi na sa'yo clear, tapos pinakontinue mo na siya ng pinakontinue, so the whole conversation, you will get frustrated and you might be misunderstand mo yung taong kausap mo and ma-misunderstand ka din ng taong kausap mo kapag may sinabi ka na, di ba? So, that is the first communication technique that I can really share with you today. So, really repeating back to the person what you heard. And use, pwede mo gamitin na like, let me see if you understand what you are saying. So, that is the first communication technique. And one of the effective communication technique that I really love talking about is the I statement, like using the I statement. So, if this is the first time na narinig mo yung I statement, so I statement po is um, to really own the words that you are using. Like I statement that tell the other person, this is how I feel. This helps you to create an open communication as opposed to saying you are wrong and this is why. So when we talk about I statement, so making I statement means focusing on your own feelings while taking responsibility for your part. So it means not accusing other party or directly naming their behavior. It's I statement is it's about you. Instead of saying you ignore me when I talk, you can rephrase it as an I statement. Like sometimes when I'm talking, I feel like you aren't listening to me. So mas maganda siyang pakinggan and mas maganda siyang ma-receive sa taong kausap mo. And like sabihin, like imagine ito yung gagamitin mo. You ignore me when I talk. Then when you use I statement, you can use sometimes when I'm talking, I feel like you aren't listening to me. So this is really important because it minimizes people getting defensive because they do not feel that you are attacking them. So isa siya sa mga way on how I can reduce overthinking sa conversation. Like isipin ko ba tama ba yung sinabi ko, tama ba yung shinare ko. So using the I statement really helps you a lot to really communicate yourself properly and to really have the responsibility on the things uh, that you are saying. And when we talk about I statement, an I statement, on the other hand, forces us to take the responsibility for what we are thinking and feeling and prevent us from blaming our partners or the taong kausap natin. So, when using I statement, we can still be assertive but find a less hostile, more compassionate way to communicate. That the tone of voice, like the vocal inflection, volume, and pitch, is an important piece of communication puzzle that we often forget about. So, I feel statement help prevent miscommunication that can happen when one partner takes an accused tone of voice. So, you can really search this on the internet, like ano ba ang I statement, because a lot of people have been using this also to really prevent miscommunication and to really have the responsibility and to really share own nila kung ano yung thoughts and emotion nila. So this is really a better way on how we can really start communicating ourselves. And when we talk about, so kung may I statement, pero din bang you statement? Yes, we've got also you statement. So when we talk about you statement, these are the phrases that begin with the pronoun you and imply that the listener is responsible for something. They show no ownership of emotion, but rather blame, accuse, and assume the receiver. So this type of statement is more likely to make your partner feel defensive and resentful. He or she will be less likely to want to make a peace. So, it's really important to really know the use statement because to really identify alin ba dito yung ginagamit mo right now. Are you using I statement or you are using use statement? So you can express that in the comment section below and it's okay. This is a safe space. No one will judge you. And if nasa use statement ka, it's okay. There are people, we've got coaches who's ready to journey with you. I'm ready to journey with you on how we can really help you to really make our you statement into I statement. And paano ba mag-form ng I statement? So when we how we can really form I statement? First, remember that the point of an I statement is to express on how you feel inside. That's why they are often called I statements. So a true I statement uses a specific emotion, as I feel um, joyful, anxious, lonely, resentful, and other more emotions. And avoid, when we talk about I statement, you avoid words that may seem like emotions but really imply the action of your partner. Like, for example, I feel ignored, annoyed, pissed off, mistreated, like, and other more emotions. It also a common misconception that you can tack on the words I feel in the front of you statement. Like, for example, I feel like you are taking me for granted. So that is just a you statement in discuss in disguise. So it implies blame and there is no actual emotion being expressed. So ano ba yung mga example ng you statement and I statement? Like for example, ito yung pinakauna na ano natin is like for example, ito yung you statement. You spend money carelessly and you don't watch the budget. And when we use I statement, you can use this statement. When you spend money on the extra items, it makes me feel nervous and stressed. So you can see the difference of on how you can deliver it, the message, the statement to the person that you are talking to. So less yung tension when you are using I statement. And eto, meron pang isang example. So if um, sanay kang gamitin ang you statement ngayon, like yung issue is about listening. So maybe if you are using you statement right now, you will tell the person na kausap mo is, you never hear me, you don't understand me. So the statement meron siyang ano talaga, meron siyang intense and ramdam mo yung ramdam mo yung ano, yung blame dun sa taong kausap mo. But when you use I statement, you can use this phrase like, when you don't listen compassionately, I feel helpless and hopeless. I feel frustrated and alone. So you can see the tone of voice that I'm using right now because it also applies to me na nag-i-imply din the intensity of the message. It also imply kung paano mo siya i-deliver. So those are the few example on how you can use the you statement and I statement. So this is just uh, one of the effective communication technique that you can use so that it can really help you start communicating yourself better. So good good communication skills build strong relationships. So they have ensured you that interpersonal environment is one that optimize your ability to heal. So imagine that you can really communicate yourself to the people around you. To really healing is not just only journey mo lang siya. It's also about healing from other from healing from everything around you. That really helps you to really start communicating yourself. And it's really important na ma-communicate mo yung sarili mo because it will really help you allow other people to understand that kung asan ka bang journey right now. And kapag nalaman nila, naintindihan nila, pinaintindi mo sa kanila, they will really start understanding na okay, you really need this time and you need this kind of space so that you can really start communicating yourself. So those are the few things that I can share with you today. And yeah, communication is the key on how we can really become a better person each day. And those are the things that I really want to share with you. And from my journey, communication really helps me a lot to really to heal and to really allow other people to see that I'm healing so that they can understand kung ano ba yung pwede nilang gawin or ano ba yung pwede kong gawin or on how we can really heal from the relationship na hindi nakakatulong. So it really helped me right now to really kapag nako-communicate mo din sarili mo, communication is the key because it will really help you to really understand yourself more. Like communicating yourself is not just communicating always about communicating yourself to other people, but it's also about communicating yourself by hearing yourself and by healing, allowing yourself to heal. So when you start like lagi ko sinasabi dati, there is healing in self-expression. And when you start communicating yourself, magaan kasi siya sa feeling like, when there's too much thoughts in your head and hindi mo siya na-express or hindi mo siya nako-communicate, you get frustrated and you tend to isolate yourself to the relationship na meron ka. So, communicating is really the best way that you can do to start healing right now. Not just a relationship from other people, but a relationship with yourself. So, yeah, those are the things that I really want to share with you today. So, I've shared with you the 7 surprising reasons why you cannot express or communicate yourself. I've also shared with you the 5 types of communication, that is verbal communication, nonverbal communication, written communication, listening, and visual communication. I also shared with you 2 effective communication techniques. The first is repeating back to the person what you heard, and the second is using the I statement. So I want to thank everyone who joined with me today, and I want to thank you for joining me today in supporting the advancement of mental fitness. I would like to invite you to join us on floor for our face-to-face community events. We've got Comfy Sunday, Sundays for Life with Coach On. So all of this event happen every day at 7:30 p.m. We've got also Nurturing Monday, Walk Along with Coach Teen, and we've got Purpose Tuesday, Away in a Day with Coach Rezzhel. Groove Wednesday, it's about habits with Master Coach Jasmine. Strengthening Thursday, we've got Coaching for the Soul with Master Coach A. Fab Saturday, Open Mic with Coach Orville. So ayan, so I really want to invite you to join us today. So we've got today is Tuesday, so we've got Purpose Tuesday, Away in a Day with Coach Rezzhel. So see you on floor at 7:30 p.m. tonight. So if you are interested naman to become a professional service provider, either as a life coach or a mental health coach like us, connect with Coach Rezzhel to 0917-586-1661 to know more about the Co-Actively Co-Create Life Certification Program by Master Coach A. We are now accepting application for mental health certification and internship program with limited slots, so make sure that you make the reservation with Coach Rezzhel. So join us back tomorrow, same time and same digital space for episode 364, Reasons Why Communication is Key to Healthy Relationship by Coach Nord. So very tiny din yung topic namin ni Coach Nord. So I talk about the different, like the reasons, the 5 communication styles, and 2 techniques that you can use on how you can really communicate yourself. So very timely din yung topic ni Coach Nord because she will be talking about reason why communication is the key in building healthy relationship. So once again, this is Life Coach Tricia, mentally fit to serve in behalf of Life Coach Philippines. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bam, boom. So we'll see you again tomorrow and have a blessed day.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.